4 seasons lost. In Austin, I saw, pause, my eyes crawl to a table. Paralyzed by pairwise dice, then attend to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Throw dice and woes of life. Love deprived, look at her vibe. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise. Crystal chandeliers, moments reflected. Often mirrors a pit, clear, grinning from ear to ear. Craving and rating the grain, rekindle the flame. Closer she draws near, stay there. Remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, we know our purpose. In paradise, we know what our worth is. In paradise, we manifest dreams. In paradise, truth is what you conceive.
Boom. Let's see if the truth is what you can see, because for the last 20 minutes, we've been trying to let you see the truth. Welcome to this edition, hopefully this working edition of the Unpopular Hour. We're having all kinds of technical difficulties with the show today, and for some reason it had me hooked up. Okay, there we go. We're working now. For some reason it had me hooked up to Cox Wi-Fi, which is, I don't even know where it's at. That's not even Georgia's Wi-Fi, and I don't know where it came from. But anyway, it was messing up our system, and it was locking it up, and so anyway, fortunately, I'm somewhat computer literate now that I've been doing this for a year now. So I've kind of got the technical stuff kind of worked out. It's either this or it's this. Yesterday was a complete shambles, and we want to thank the people for taking care of us. And like my guy Russell Wilford, he took good care of us, making sure everything got up working for this show that we did last night for the After the Storm for the Thunder's victory. But right now, it's Tuesday, so you know where we're at. We're at Georgia's Happy Hog, and if you haven't been here, you need to get your butt over here. It's the best barbecue that I've had. They're at 712 Corbertson Drive, just east of Lincoln, south of south of the state capitol, north of the OU Medical Center. And if you haven't been here, their burnt ends are bomb, and I have to take those to my big sister Carolyn Henthorne over at Y&B, get them taken care of. But anyway, for any catering events, you can call them at 405-525-8111. And I just learned today that all their Christmas orders are done. So now it's just first come, first served, because they're completely out of those. So if you want to do that, it's a little bit late for that, but you might be able to get lucky and slide in. And of course, we want to thank Y&B, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender, a member of the FDIC. And I suggest if you have any personal loans or any commercial stuff, you can go online and pre-qualify at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com for any personal, commercial, anything like that. Go in, get all your stuff done. Go in and talk to Joe Horn, Carson Wright, or Nathan Taylor. They'll be more than happy to discuss stuff with you, or you can just go in and talk to them yourself. But we want to thank them for their sponsorship, us for our remote and live streams that we do for minority women and black-owned businesses. And last night, we were at Cat's Tavern doing After the Storm, and of course, they are a woman-owned business, and if it wasn't for Y&B, we would be unable to go out and do those remotes. So we want to thank them for their continued sponsorship of our show. And speaking of the Thunder had a great game last night. You can see it right. Part of what I love about what's going on with the Thunder is that people are actually going to the games. And I like that. I like the teams that go into the game. And it was Portland. Of course, we played them tonight. We played them last night, and then we'll play them again tomorrow night. And so we will go in and we'll preview that on tomorrow's show. Not today's, but we will preview that on tomorrow's show. But you can see Trailblazers last night, the Thunder won 123-121 on SGA's 35th point on a fadeaway. And it's so funny, we were at Cats, and I was there sitting with my boy Nimoy Jones. Shout out to Nimoy. Appreciate him being on the show last night and helping me do the report. And like I said, what we're going to start doing is we're going to let you know when we're going to be at Cats. If you guys want to come out and get on. You'll be more than happy to come on and talk about, give your opinion on the show and what you thought. It's going to be a great little live romance, live show, live stream. You can sit there. You can get you a couple beers. You can watch the games. Of course, we'll be there not this week, but I think the following Sunday we'll be there. But so anyway, the Thunder won 123-121, improving their record to 13-18. The Blazers 16 for 37 from three, 50% from the field, 45 rebounds, 52 pips points in the paint. The Thunder were 11 for 31. 45%, 39 rebounds, 56 pips, and turnovers, and 16 turnovers for the Blazers. And you can see that the first half, the Blazers had 5, we had 5. But we only had 5 the second half to their 11. And, we lead the league in turnover percentage as far as turning our opponents over at 17 a game. So the Thunder are fantastic at that, even though part of one of my issues with them is we give way too many open looks, and we've got to fix that. So, but anyway, I like to do this, but you can see our first half versus our second half and what the adjustments that the coaches can make on the fly. So that's one of my favorite things to do. And then when you look at team stats, Giddey, of course, did not play because I was in a hurry last night trying to get everything done. But SGA 35, Dort 13, J-Dub 15, Kendrick Williams 10, You're 6, Poku 8, Muscala 12, huge points on 4 for 5 from 3. Lindy Waters 1 point, Isaiah Joe doing what he does, and of course Aaron Wiggins, one of my favorite guys, and I think that he should play more, but for whatever reason, he does not. But like I've always said, we're not at practice, you're not at practice, I'm not at practice. We don't know what goes on, but to me, when you're winning 6 out of 8, and then all of a sudden the starting lineup, you change your starting lineup for whatever reason, I'm like, you're successful. Why the hell would you change your starting lineup? I just don't understand what he's looking for. I don't really get what he's doing, but he does what he does, and he changes up stuff the way that he changes up things. So I don't really understand it, but it is what it is, and we have to live with that. But I will say this, the one thing that I do love about what I have been seeing from the Oklahoma City Thunder fans is that people are going to the games. Excuse me. People are going to the games. And that, to me, says a lot about the fans, says a lot about what we're doing here in Oklahoma City. I love, sorry about this, I'm getting my NBA scores up because that's what we're getting ready to go over right now. But I want to say this, I'm proud of our fans here in Oklahoma City. People are starting to come to the games. It was packed the other night, and that helped. That's 2 wins in a row for the Thunder. And I think that, listen, the more you come, and I think it has a lot to do with people now understand who the players are. People get that we do have players in the league in SGA. And remember, this is the first year of his 4-year contract. Okay? So this year is going to be good. And like what I always say is, you got him and Josh, this is their second year to playing together. And remember, at the end of last year is when SGA started taking off with these 30-point explosions. Because what he got to understand is, my game is taking 2 people to the basket and getting in the mid-range in the lane. And then Josh starts attacking the basket. If we can get him, and he is with the shooting coach, so we can get him to shoot more. And remember, it's going to take him a full year before his shot comes. So it won't be until next year before Josh is really able to shoot. He can already get to the basket. So anyway, you put those 2 things together with those 2. This will be their 3rd year playing together next year. Okay, you'll get Chet back for next year. So you're going to really see what you have in him. I already think I know what we have in him. But hopefully I'm wrong. I will admit if I'm wrong. I don't believe that I am. But people think he's the answer. I do not believe. I believe Jabari would have been a better pick. But we shall see what happens by that. Anyway, next year, that'll be Josh and SGA's 3rd year along with Dort playing together. So they'll have a good feel for what's happening. It'll be Josh's 3rd year. So Josh should be really, really, really coming to his own. He should be coming to his own sometime by the end of this year, but next year he'll really, truly come into his own because it was SGA's, I want to say his end of his 2nd year or 3rd year that he really started playing the way he's playing right now. So that will really give us a deal. And then you can see, plus we have a lot of picks, so we can get one more pick. Kind of we can pick up a guy like we did this year with J-Dub, Jalen Williams from Santa Clara. What a pickup and what a find Sam Presti made in this guy. And then let's not spend any more picks on drafting up because to me, the first round picks that we gave for Dang, he's a project for sure. There's no question. But worth 3 draft picks to move up to get him, I just don't see that. I just don't see that. But anyway, in the NBA last night, here are the scores of everything that happened, and there were some good games last night. I thought. You can see right now the Jazz. Hold on a second. I didn't want to blow my nose right there. So anyway, I'm sorry about that, but like I said, if you have sinus issues, you know what I'm going through. It's this weather is just brutal on us. Anyway, the Jazz lost to the Cavaliers, 122-199 at Cleveland, which is something we probably should have expected. Then, of course, the Sixers and the Raptors, what a game that was. The Sixers won at OT at home, 104-101. And that's a preview to what we're going to probably see again this coming year in the playoffs, those two going at each other's throats like they did last year. The Hawks and the Mavericks, 126, 125. The Hawks, they're still struggling a little bit, but I do believe they have one of the best top 15 teams, and of course, one of the top guards in the NBA in Trae Young. Bucks, Pelicans, 128, 119. Giannis last night. Oh my God! I don't know if y'all saw the dunk that he had. Oh my goodness! Oh, it was nasty. Oh my God! Brook Lopez and him just tore them up last night. And they just didn't have an answer, but nobody really truly has an answer for Giannis. You just got to make him shoot the 3-point and try to keep him out the lane. That's the only thing you can do and hope they don't knock down shots. Blazers, of course, losing to the Thunder 121-123. And it's so funny at the end of that game, Nimoy was sitting next to me when we took the ball. First of all, we scored, and then for whatever reason, we're up one and hurt. I don't know what he was thinking coming over, getting in Dame Lillard's face or getting in his way, and he actually fouled Dame. We did not foul him. Get the ball back. We come down. J-Dub, instead of passing the ball up to SGA, he tries to hold on to the ball. Goes 1 for 2. Bro, what are you doing? Pass the ball to the SGA, who's shooting 93%. He was 15 for 15, I believe, from the line last night, or 14 for 14. Ridiculous. He's just in incredible space right now. But anyway, he makes 1 of 2. Then Dame with 6 seconds left. And Dame Lillard just comes down and takes Dort baseline like nothing. Scores on him in his 3.2 seconds. And I'm going, we need a coach that can say, Dort, you can't play offense and defense. He's not a scorer. He never has been. But all of a sudden, he thinks he's a scorer, and you need a coach to go, no, you need to play defense. This is what we need. You're got to be our Cephalosha. That's your job. Your job is to come over and stop the best player. Then if you're open for 3, shoot it. Fine. But we don't need you trying to take the ball, everybody off the dribble and all that. We don't need that. It's not your game. We're not doing that. That's what they need to do. And until they do that, we're not going to have a defensive stopper, and he's trying to score. You can't play defense and be an elite defender and try to score at the same time. He doesn't have that athleticism nor that ability to do that. He is a defensive guy. That's why we drafted him. You need to do that. But anyway, when SJ got the ball, turned around, I stood up. We were at Cat's Tavern last night, and I was like, buckets, that's good. And everybody just kind of looked at me, and he went, bam, knocked it down. And so I was like, yeah, you could just tell. Spurs, Rockets. Spurs just handle the Rockets, poor Rockets. I mean, they've got talent, but they're just young. I don't think they have the right coaching anyway, but still, they'll be back in the hunt again this year in the lottery. Mavericks and the T-Wolves. The T-Wolves handed the Mavericks out of there, and the Mavericks are still missing one more guy. They got to get somebody to come off the bench and take over Jalen Brunson's role that he had last year. They're really, really missing that. Lakers, without AD, they're just done. And Randy Wright may be losing. He may be right on that. Drew may be wrong and Randy Wright will be right because they have a bet. Randy Wright of YNB and Drew Henthorne of HuskerDrewPicks.com got a bet on who's going to have the most wins, the Lakers or the Thunder. And right now they are tied, so we shall see. But with AD missing a month, I think that the Lakers probably in trouble. So Drew may be in trouble on that bet. And then, of course, the Hornets and the Kings. And the Hornets taking care of business 125-119, which I was shocked to see that. But anyway, so we shall see what happens on that. Hey, Drew, what's going on? My guy Drew Henthorne of HuskerDrewPicks.com. What's happening, brother?
What's happening?
Nothing, man. I see that you're about to lose that bet to
Happy
Randy,
Tuesday
bro.
to you.
I just talked about that. You're about to lose that bet, homie.
We got a long way to go.
Bro, AD is
We
missing
got
a
a
month.
long way to
AD
go.
is
Thunder
missing
will
a
start
month,
buying
bro.
for the number one pick pretty soon.
Dude, that ain't happening. That is not
What's
happening.
that?
Dude, AD is gone for what, 3 weeks to a month with a foot. Drew, you there?
That'll be all right.
Yeah, that'll be all right. You think so?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, did you see the
Oh yeah.
Did you see the Bucks last night? Did you see that dunk that Giannis had? Oh my goodness! Did you see that? The
Did
Bucks and
not. I
Pelicans.
missed it.
Oh, Drew, he comes down
Yeah,
from the side, and then
Pelicans cost me money last night.
oh, they did. Well, I can tell you this: Holiday hit him with a call. He goes 1-2 and comes through the lane. You know, he raises up with that high pull, one-handed pull back for on a full run. Oh, Drew, nobody even jumped. They just went. Yeah, go ahead. I don't want any parts of that nastiness right there. It was pretty nasty. So, but anyway, in NBA games tonight, bro, there's really nothing that I'm excited about as far as NBA TV tonight. Uh, but you got a nice parlay going, but you have the Jazz and Pistons at
Bulls,
6.
Bulls Heat will be it. Bulls Heat will be a good game.
Yeah, you got Jazz
And
Pistons. I'm really
Grizzlies
not.
Nuggets game should be a good game.
Well, I know. Then you got Golden State and Knicks. I'm not interested in either one of those games. The Bulls Heat 6:30. Okay, I can see that. The Wizards and the Suns don't want to see that. And then the Grizzlies Nuggets should be a good
Nope.
game at Denver. So that ought to
Yep.
be a good one.
Should be a good one. And I look for the Nuggets to play well.
Yeah,
Yep.
they need to really well. They need to, and we shall see what happens with them because Murray, you can see he's not quite there. He's probably about 90% of his former self. He's not quite there yet, but you can see
Yep.
that he is getting there. So that being said, we're going to pay some bills real quick. We want to thank our guys for Collaborative Logic for taking care of me yesterday. And if you have any IT needs, any solutions, those are the people that you want to go to. They can remote in and take care of your thing from their location, so they don't ever have to get there and get in the way of your people. They can remote in. If you have any needs for the computers or software written to make your office run smoother or website design and things like that. They are the people that you need to talk to. Mark Long over at SRB. If you have any engineering, surveying, or planning, they love, love, love to be behind the scenes. Oak Grove Trucking and our guy Jose Fierro had his hat on last night at Cats during the after the storm game. And then, of course, NAFCO. Appreciate Greg and Max Nafee taking care of us always. And last but not least, YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things
The
happen.
bank. The bank that make things happen.
You slow, bro. Equal housing lender and the member of the FDIC. If you want to pre-qualify for any loans, personal or business, you can do that online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or you can go in and see the guys, Joe, Carson, or Nathan. They'd be all there waiting for you. And then, of course, we want to thank them.
Yeah, we haven't heard from Nathan. We need to get in there and see
Well, we're
Nathan
gonna be in,
get his 411 on
we'll
the
be there.
Thunder.
We'll be there next week. Remember, we go once a month at the end of the month, so we'll be there next week. But anyway, they want to thank them for being our sponsors for our remote live streams for women, minority, and black-owned businesses. And of course, we are speaking of black-owned businesses. We are at George's Happy Hog, 712 Culbertson Drive, just east of Lincoln, south of the state capitol, north of the OU Medical Center, and east of Harn Homestead. You can actually only go east on Culbertson unless you're trying to go to the Harn Homestead for a party. They are the people that come out to. And then, of course, today is Drew Day. And boy, you went for a parlay. You ain't did a parlay in what, a year?
I know it's time to hit one.
Yeah, I see that, bro. I'm looking at that. I'm going, my boy got a 14 parlay. You've got the Jazz minus 2.5. The Warriors +6. Bulls Heat over. Bulls Heat over.
Yeah,
And then the Nuggets. Talk to me
going over
about
the
that,
last
Drew. Talk to me
few
about that.
games. So
Talk to me about that, bro.
hey, I like every one of those. The one I'm kind of concerned about is the Nuggets. They need to come on with it tonight.
Yeah, because I'm looking at that and I'm going, wait, what is this now? Okay, and then of course basketball, you got Florida -3.
Well,
You have Florida -3, Oregon
yeah,
-12, Duke.
they take the Sooners down tonight.
Oregon, are you not going to the game?
Oregon play. No, Oregon or Florida's laying 3 over OU. That's in a tournament too, so that's on a neutral floor. I like Florida in that game over OU. And then Duke's playing Wake Forest tonight, and Wake's struggle.
Yeah,
Duke should handle their business there.
and then of course the start basically college football bowl games are starting. You got Toledo -3 in their game,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Yeah,
Eastern,
Toledo -3 tonight. Yep, go ahead.
and then Eastern Michigan +4.5. Isn't that a lot?
They're down. They're down 7-0 right now to San Jose State.
Oh, they are. Well, I don't know. Did you really like them? What was your reasoning for taking them though?
Oh, I waffle back and forth. Eastern Michigan's got a good quarterback. I watched them play quite a bit on the WAC specials on Tuesday night, but they'll be all right. That game's early. It's just in the first quarter.
Yep.
So
Okay. Did
we'll
you
see
watch?
what happens
Did
there.
you?
I've had good luck playing Eastern Michigan this year.
Okay. Now, did you watch the game last night? The Rams and Packers.
I did. It was terrible.
It was a terrible game, wasn't it?
We can stop talking about Baker Mayfield. We can start talking about Baker Mayfield's back too.
I don't know. I never said he was back. I don't know who said that. It wasn't me. That was one of those OU fans that's still hating on Caleb Williams for leaving. They're still mad at him, which I still don't understand. The mentality of some of those people is like, I thought y'all were more knowledgeable than what you are. Aaron Rodgers, 22. Well, Baker, 12 for 21. Huh? I didn't hear you. What?
It came out if Caleb Williams is gonna play in the bowl game yet.
Yeah, he's gonna play. He's got one more year. He's only a sophomore.
A lot of people are talking about him sitting out the bowl game.
Why would he sit out the bowl game? That makes zero sense. He's only a sophomore. He's only a sophomore. That makes no sense. Yep. That is just crazy. Baker 12 for 21, 111, 1 TD, 1 interception. Aaron Rodgers 12 for 30, 229, 1 TD, 1 interception. That game was it was hard to watch. I'm glad I had the Thunder game on the other TV at Cass so I could at least watch that because that game was I can't watch Baker. I'm sorry. I know people like him, but I just can't watch him.
Yep.
I mean, I really, truly can't
watch
him.
Went under.
Well, did you have the under? What were you, 4-2 yesterday?
I did have the under.
What were
4-2 last night.
Yeah, 4-2 last night. You got let down a little bit, but that happened. That happens, Drew.
Yeah, you're right. Your Pelicans cost me.
Oh, my Pelicans. They got smashed. I was watching that a little bit on deal. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, this past weekend, the games, I know you don't really want to talk about this weekend, but we got to talk about this weekend.
Oh.
And the Niners over the Seahawks, did you watch that? I mean,
yeah, honestly, I was very surprised. I really didn't think they'd play that well. I'm still not a believer in that quarterback. All he does, his average completion per pass is a little under 7 yards, so he's not doing a whole lot. He's just not losing.
You're not a fan of
someone's going to have to heat him up.
Not a fan of Brock Purdy, are you?
All right. I mean, he doesn't throw the ball downfield. I mean, he just plays not to get beaten. I don't think that's going to win in the playoffs.
No, it's not. And but I just think for what they're trying to do right now, they're getting everything that they need. You know what I'm saying, Drew? From him on what he can really do.
And now they've clinched the division, so I mean now they really don't have to do anything.
Well, you still got to worry about where you play, though, don't you? I mean, where you're going to be. I mean, don't you have to worry about that?
They have a home playoff game. They're probably going to end up playing the Giants or the Redskins, one of the two.
Yeah, I mean, and the score was 21-13. I had 21-34 on here, but they did not score 34 points. Not Geno Smith. And by the way, are you and Ben finding agreement with me that Geno's Pizza is closed?
No, it's not closed
yet.
My God. They're not closed just yet.
Oh my God!
I still don't think so.
Y'all are both high. Y'all are both high. That's all. Y'all been taking too many edibles. You got Colts
How
and
you
the
boys
Vikings.
doing?
Doing good, Ben. How you doing?
Doing good. Just hopped in real quick.
Yep. Hey, how about the Colts and Vikings? What was that? Are we done with the
Cool.
Jeff Saturday thing now? Can we just
Yep, we're
can we
done.
stop that?
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah, you
33
can't blow a
nothing at
30
half.
point lead.
That was
33 nothing.
insane.
That's just there's somebody I saw this deal the other day. They're like, what is it? 81-7 or 81-10. They've got outscored, or 81-9 in the fourth quarter since he's become the
Oh,
coach.
that's so
It's
bad.
just bad.
He needs to take a class in clock management.
Yeah, he realized, oh, he may have been more. He thought he's over there doing an analyst, like, oh, this I could do this. Yeah, no, you can't.
Good for the Vikings though. Their second half, their offense looked unstoppable.
Yeah, well, that's because they were playing the Colts.
Yeah.
Ravens and Browns.
Boring game. That might have been one of the most boring games I've watched in a long
I
time.
couldn't watch it.
It was
It
bad.
was
was
tough.
bad.
Yeah, tough to find a highlight in that
Yeah.
one.
And then the
Only
Dolphins.
thing good about that is I had the Ravens defense on fantasy, so it helped me out a little bit.
There you
go. How about the Dolphins and the Bills? The Dolphins got lucky because once it
Great
got
game.
cold, once the snow came, the Dolphins were done.
Yep.
They were
That
done.
game was unreal though. It was pretty to watch too. Josh Allen's out there running around, beasting over people. The snow
Dude.
started just flying in.
How many years do y'all think he's got left running like that?
He'll
Run
slow
like
down
that
in
probably
fields.
3 or 4, but he needs to
Yeah.
learn how to take a slide,
Well,
run out of bounds.
he's just like he's Cam Newton, but better. Is what he is.
Yeah, he kind of reminds me of how Andrew Luck used to kind of run a little bit. He'd
but
go
I'm just
run
saying,
flying into piles.
But
He
Cam
doesn't
Newton
care.
was the exact same way because he's big on run over people, and that's just not going to last.
Yeah.
Eagles and the Bears. How about your boy Jalen Hurts going down, running, not sliding, getting tackled?
Appreciate you, Chicago.
Yeah, but Drew, I'm sorry. We're going to get to your Cowboys in a minute and what a catastrophe what they just gave up by losing that game. I'm sorry, but anyway, we'll get to it. The Lions and the Jets. The Lions are for real, bro.
In the playoffs.
They're getting right there. Won 6 out of their last 7. They're coming. Steelers and the Panthers. I couldn't watch that.
Mike Tomlin.
Panthers are terrible.
Yeah, Tomlin
I
is.
just love Tomlin.
I don't know.
want Tomlin to stay above 500. That's it.
Well, they got 3 games left, and he's got to win all 3 in order for them to do that. And I think they got the Bengals the last game.
I don't think he will, but it's nice hope.
It's not going to happen. Chiefs and Texans. I'm sorry. The end of discussion on MVP. This was Peter King. This is the problem I have with Peter King. Peter King actually said, "I'm voting for Jalen Hurts because he's doing Patrick Mahomes-esque things." I was like, wait a minute.
It's not even close. They're not even in the same ballpark.
No, but Drew, how are you going to vote for somebody who's doing the guy you're not voting for type stuff?
That's
I was like,
wild.
what do you mean? You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Anyway, he's just absolutely ridiculous. Falcons and the Saints. I didn't watch that at either one of y'all.
Nope.
Drew?
No, doesn't matter to me. Both those teams suck.
Yeah, and then, of course, your Cowboys and Jaguars. Your boy.
Absolute debacle.
Jags are hot.
Debacle.
Okay,
4 plays change the game. 4 plays.
I have a question. If all you got to do is get a first down and the game is over, or run the ball one more time and you're going to make them use their last time out, you try to throw a 40-yard pass down the field?
But should have been a pass interference.
But no, forget all that. Forget all that. Why are you throwing the ball that far down the field? Why don't you have something short where you just pick up the first down and end the game?
Even if you don't pick up the first down, you make them burn their timeout.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if they didn't have any timeouts, the clock would run out on them.
But to me, it's like, why would you throw the ball down the field? And it was a bad pass, really. It was a back shoulder. It was short. If he'd have thrown it on target, I think you probably would have got a pass interference, or if he would have got a chance to make a play. But Dak, dude, I'm sorry,
Dallas
Drew.
don't get those calls, dude. Dallas doesn't get those calls. That was pass interference. The guy was grabbing him for about 15 yards.
Well,
that's side's point.
I'm gonna tell you what the pass interference was the Giants and the Commanders. That's pass interference in the end zone. And then how does the guy look over to the referee and go, "Am I good?" He goes, "Yeah," and then throws the flag.
Yeah, that was.
I'm like,
messed up.
Okay, you just said he's okay, and then you throw a flag. And I'm sorry the Dallas thing there, but to me that, Drew, if I look at the referee and say, "Am I okay?" You give me the thumbs up, or tell me to move up, and I move up. I go, "Okay, now you go thumbs up," and then you throw the flag on me. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry. That's just that cost the ball game. Cost the ball game.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
And then that division though is going to be kind of interesting with some of this the way this is going. I mean, because the Jaguars are only one game behind the Titans, and they play the last game of the year.
yep,
So I mean, if the
that's gonna be
Titans go 1-2, 1-1 next week, and the Jaguars go 2-0 next 2 weeks, then they're going to be
Well,
playing for that last.
Titans play Dallas, but Dallas may not have anything to play for.
Yeah, and then they have to play the Jags the last week, so
yep,
it could be
ugly.
that could suck.
Cardinals Broncos.
There you go,
Oh,
Jose.
Hey,
yeah,
Got
that's
you
done.
one.
hey, Drew. How do you score 24 points and your starting quarterback does not play? They scored 24. That's most they scored. They scored 24 points. And he didn't play. I'm like,
Who's that
wow.
guy that played Brett Ripon or something
I
like
don't
that?
even know who the hell it was.
Mark Rippon's kid.
Is that who that was?
Oh, yeah, Brett
Mhm.
Ripon. Yeah, Ripon.
And then the Patriots and the Raiders, dude. I need for one of y'all to explain to me
That
what
you
that
guys saw the
was.
play at the end of the game, right?
Yeah, I need for one of y'all.
Can you
I just
imagine
would like one of
the
y'all to
ass
explain that to me.
ripping they took from
Oh.
Bill Belichick?
Oh, I promise you.
Chandler
They had,
Jones.
huh?
Chandler Jones should be a tight end. He slammed Mac Jones to the ground, and he caught that at the high point. That was an athletic catch right there that he had. That was awesome.
Well, what's so funny is, Mac Jones goes, "Yeah, I should have did a better job of trying to tackle him." Really?
Yeah, he got
Really?
stiff arm right
You
in the
got
jaw.
stiff arm right down into the ground.
I don't even know that was an effort.
No,
That was a seed though by Jacoby Meyer. I don't know who it was to, but that was a hell of a ball. It just didn't go to the right person.
Well, my deal is, why are you running that play at all? The score is tied. You're
They
not
could have needed and went
behind.
to OT. Yeah, they could have needed and just went to OT.
I still don't understand. I don't know what they were thinking. A Bill Belichick team.
That's Patricia.
Yeah, it is. But Belichick approved it.
Oof.
He approved it. That one.
Well, see,
that one to me, I just didn't get.
If they would have won that game in overtime, they'd be tied with the Dolphins right now.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? That's
insane.
That just blew me away. So, wow. Okay, now tell me, y'all saw Drew. I know you did, Ben. Drew, did you see the World Cup final?
I did. I watched the whole thing.
Dude,
great final.
Unbelievable.
That was great for the
didn't
sport.
take the South Americans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did say that, didn't you? I'm taking South Americans. You did say that.
That's what he said.
But I can say this. Mbappe, dude, what is he, 23?
Hell of a player.
23.
Yeah.
And it was so crazy to me is that their whole team was sick. The whole French team was sick. The whole French team had the flu. They were all sick. They were all sick, and they still almost pulled it off. And they were missing 3 players. So, yeah, but what a World Cup that was. How about the goalie? Did you see what the Argentina goalie did, Drew? Did you see him go up there and grab the ball, hand it to the next guy? Dude, he was in their head so bad.
He was ready to go.
He was in their heads. I was like, dang, man, go ahead. Do your thing. So do your thing.
I think Mbappe had like 2 goals in like 90 seconds or something like that, didn't he?
Yeah, he's ridiculous, dude. But, the next time World Cup it'll be here in the United States in 2026. And like I said, either Drew, Ben, we either got to go to Kansas City, Dallas, or Houston. Which one we going to?
Kansas City.
Kansas City for sure. Power and Lights District over there. Bars are open a little bit later.
Dude, why not Houston, man? In the
like
summer.
Houston.
How about Houston in the summer?
You've been to Houston in the summer, right?
Yes.
3 pairs of underwear.
Oh, I thought that was funny. Y'all, neither one of y'all no, we're not going for that. Not going for that one. Y'all didn't fall for that shit at all. Y'all both no, we're going to
in the summer, and it's hot.
Yeah, the humidity there is just absolutely painful. It really, truly is painful. It's not easy to deal with. So, but that being said, in NHL scores, my Stars over the Bee Jackets last night, 2-1.
Yep, your boy Robo with another goal last night. Good performance in net for Otters. So the team's looking good right now, still rolling.
Yep, and then you got the Panthers and Bruins 7-3.
Yep, another good win at home for the Bruins. The Panthers, I can't get a read on that team. They're up and down a little bit here and there. Terrible performance in net for Spencer Knight and the Panthers. He had .731 save percentage, which is awful.
Yeah,
So
it's
you
terrible.
can't win like that.
No. Red Wings in a shootout under the Capitals 4-3.
Yep. I was hoping Ovi would get a goal. He didn't get one, but that Metro division, both these teams it's real tight. 6 teams divided by 6 points, so it's anyone's time right now to make the playoff push.
Yep, and then of course the Predators beating the Oilers in OT, not a shootout, but in OT, 4-3.
Yep. McDavid had 2 goals last night. McJesus, not enough, but they still got a point, so that's big for their playoff run.
He's a beast. Then
Yeah,
of course the Islanders 1-0 and the
in a
Avalanche.
shootout too, which was just crazy. They went all the way to the end, and it was 0-0 all the way through overtime. It's not very fun, not very exciting to watch. I didn't have an interest in that one.
Sabres G Knights.
Yep, Tage Thompson, that young kid for the Sabres, another goal last night. He's second in the league right now with 26. He's right behind McJesus. McJesus has 28. This kid's got 26 for a terrible team. So
that's crazy. They got those many goals in this less of time.
Yeah.
Canadians 3-2 over the Yotes.
Yep, slow game. Canadians sticking in the hunt in the Atlantic. There's 4 teams separated by 2 points. That's another division, just like the Metro. Some of these teams just got to go take the division, by the throat and just go get some wins. They just got to figure it out themselves.
Then, of course, the Blues. Drew's Blues 5-1 over the Nucks.
How about the Blues?
The Blues are
How about them? Just hanging around.
Yep.
Hanging around.
They lost 5 out of 6, and now they're on a 4-game win streak. They're just so streaky back and forth. You just never know what's going to happen.
No, you never know. You never know what you're getting out of those Blues. But that's Drew's squad. So we don't want his head being all big.
They're sticking in there. They're sticking as a playoff team right now.
Yeah, we'll hang around. Don't want to play us in the playoffs.
Dude, my Stars will handle y'all, man. Y'all ain't nothing, man. Y'all weak. We definitely have to go to Dallas for that. You know what I'm saying? We definitely have to go to Dallas for that game. All I'm saying is that'd be a good trip. And just for me to be able to watch my Stars spank his boys, I would absolutely love that. Well, no comment, Drew?
No comment. We'll see what happens.
I like those.
We'll see what happens.
Tonight,
I could be talked into going to Dallas. So.
I know you can. Yeah, but see, the deal is I'd have to find somebody to take because I know you take your wife, so I'd have to find somebody to take with me. So I don't know if I could do that. Rangers, Penguins tonight, 6 o'clock.
Yep, this should be a good game. Both these teams have had a great month in December so far. The Penguins were on like a 7-game win streak. Right now, I believe the Rangers are on a 5-game win streak. So it's a good measuring stick game for both of them.
Yep, and then the Bee Jackets and the Flyers.
Yep, who really cares about this one? It's going to be kind of – both these teams are at the bottom of the Metro. The Blue Jackets are missing 11 guys off their starting 20. So, they are beat up, but still no excuses. Got to find some wins, and they're not finding them.
You're like Drew and I. We're like, we're not watching that game. Move on. Next game. Yep. We're not watching that. Lightning and the Leafs, the Maple Leafs.
Yep, Lightning won 5 in a row. The Leafs are rolling right now. It should be this is going to be a playoff-like game, so it should be fun. I didn't see it on any networks, but I got the package, so I'll be watching that one for sure.
Shocking, you have the package. Drew, you have the NHL package? I don't have the. I got NBA and NFL.
Not.
I don't have the NHL.
I do not, but YouTube TV's got quite a bit of NHL. So
ESPN Plus, if you got that.
Yeah, ESPN Plus. Yeah. We all have that with YouTube. Well, I have Hulu. I got Hulu, same thing. Devils and Hurricanes.
Yeah, the Devils, they started out freaking hot. I don't know if you remember the beginning of the year, they were right with the Bruins at the top of the league right now, but they got 5 losses in a row. The Canes have 5 wins in a row. And this game, whoever wins this one tonight is going to take sole possession of that division. So
nice.
Canes are on their ass, so the Devils need to step it up.
Senators, the Jets, the Jets, Jets, Mets.
I see the Jets winning tonight, but we'll see. That it's going to be kind of a boring game. I won't be watching that one.
Then you have the Blues against my Kraken.
Yeah. Blues on a back-to-back, and then like I said,
but you're on the road. But they're on the road, though.
That's all right.
This is good. because the Kraken have been cooling off lately. They were playing really strong there for a while. They had a couple 7-3, like 10-game stretches. Right now they're going 5-5 in their last 10, so they're starting to cool off. Might be perfect for the Blues to come and get a win.
Oh, okay. Then the Flames and the Sharks.
Yep, Kings took that second place in that division. They keep on staying ahead of the Oilers in there. If they stay over 500, they're going to be just fine. They're going to keep making the playoffs. And all their older guys, all the guys that they won all their cups with, they're all performing really well right now. But their only thing is their goal differential is -10, and that is going to be very hard for you to win games if you're getting outscored by 10 goals every 10 games.
Oh,
That's not
yeah,
very good.
no doubt. Then,
So,
of course, those
thank you.
unmighty Ducks at
You
the
too.
Kings.
Yep, that's another one that the Kings really got to win right here. I'd say the Flames and the Kings really are kind of fighting to keep the Oilers out of the playoffs. So both these teams, if they win tonight, it should be good. I don't want the Oilers to go in because I don't want to play McJesus at any point in the playoffs. Nothing I want to
don't want
deal with.
anything to do with that?
Nope.
Well, that's really not good.
Nope.
I don't know if that's going to handle. I mean, the Bruins will be able to handle them pretty easily. The Oilers can't handle with the Bruins. I don't think there's just no way, can they?
No, I don't think they'd be able to stick with him. But that guy, he's good for a hat trick on any given night.
Yeah, that's true. He could get going.
Draisaitl, the guy on his left, I mean, he might be the second best player in the world right now. And so between those two guys, you don't want to play them.
No,
you
just
really don't.
You don't. You're right about that. You're right about that. So, what do you think else you all want to talk about, Drew? Oh, Drew, that reminds me. Your boy Andy, I was trying to convince him about your HuskerDrewPicks.com. And he's like,
Right.
what? And he goes, oh, he just sends me the Herbie stuff. I said, dude, go to his website at HuskerDrewPicks.com and you will see the picks. I promise you, you're going to make money. Because I was telling him you're at like 60-something%. He goes, he's that high? I go, yeah. I can promise you. Like, you need to ask Ben.
Hey.
Ben, I said, everybody I talk to.
All you got to do is keep track of the show, and he can see that.
Well, that's what I told him. I said, man, I promise you, he's making money. So for all you people out there, if you're gamblers, hey, go to the site. It's free for now, not forever. But for right now, you can go to HuskerDrewPicks.com. You can get your picks. They make some money. I can promise you, the boy, you're going to win with him. He's way over 60. He's 60% at least, I can promise you. Especially when the NBA gets going. That 27-5 or whatever you were at the end of last year that is just insane.
That was a nice run.
That was crazy.
Nice little run.
That was crazy. Ben is like, why wasn't I part of that?
Yeah. Hey, we're riding now.
I was saying we're riding high right now. So, man, how come you weren't at the game? I thought you were going to show up last night, Drew. Ben and Drew for the show at Cats.
Monday nights. That's tough for me to get out with the girls.
Yeah, but I tell you, go ahead, Ben.
I was going to. I had some stuff to do with my sisters and stuff. We always do some Christmas crap, so we did a little bit of that last night.
Okay,
knocked some things out.
How was the Cats Christmas party?
Dude, the Christmas party was fun. I tried to hook Ben up with some alcohol, but old boy snatched it back from me. The dude snatched it back from me.
Right. I was like, oh.
But it was a good time, Drew. There was some gummies and stuff to be had there. The gummies were good, so
oh boy,
it was really a good thing, man. Really a good thing. So we had a lot of fun. And you and Kylie left early though, Ben.
Yeah, we left a little bit early. We had to go take care of a few things because we had just got back into town. We had a dog that was sick, so we went and took care of that.
Yeah, I went home pretty early too. I think I was at home by 12:30. Something like that. I got home early.
Yeah, that's our only day off too. So we were like, okay, we'll go. And then we took care of that and did some stuff at the house.
What do y'all got? What are y'all gonna do this weekend in this 17-degree weather, Drew? What you got going on? You ain't got to get on you got to get on a roof.
I will be at. Oh no! I went and looked at one today and froze my ass off. So I'll be at the parental's house.
Okay.
Cozy up. I'm watching Garther Minshew take a beating from the Cowboys defense on Saturday afternoon, and Philly's just mailing one in.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that tomorrow. Ben, are you coming on tomorrow too?
Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow.
Okay, tomorrow we'll talk about the NFL upcoming schedule, the Thursday night game, and all the games that are this weekend on the NBA on NFL on Saturday, because they're all on Saturday
we
pretty
got
much.
Bowl games kicking off too this week. This weekend.
Yep, we got a bunch of that. So we'll go over all of that tomorrow. We'll do our bowl games. We'll do the NFL schedule. Talk a little bit NBA and a little hockey. So we'll do all that. But all right, I got to go get ready for our Christmas party tonight. And then now I'm going to be doing my basketball camp Thursday and Friday morning. So I've got to be at the gym by 7 o'clock on Thursday and Friday morning. How freaking cold is that going to be?
Yeah, hopefully that weather doesn't come in.
No, the weather is going to be in, bro. It's going to be cold. It's going to be cold. So, and then Friday night, of course, we are being Tulsa. We're going to William Tinsdale's 60th birthday party. So that'll
Oh,
be a
nice.
fun
There you
times in
go.
Tulsa. Yeah, that'll be a good time. Good
Yeah,
time.
that'd be a good time.
I always like Tulsa. Tulsa's a fun city. Except it's going to be
Yeah, I
10 a.m.
think so.
cold. Other than that, it's fun. So, all right, brothers. Hey, Mignana, y'all be good today.
We'll do
Yep, for
it.
sure.
HuskerDuPicks.com. Go Big Red.
Oh, my God. He has to do that, doesn't he, Ben? He just has to throw that
Yep.
in there. He just has.
Stay warm, boys. Cheers.
All right, brother. Appreciate y'all. My guy, Drew
Talk to you.
Hinthorn.
Yep.
My guy, Drew Hinthorn of HuskerDrewPicks.com. My other man, my hockey guy, the hockey man himself, Ben Dillman. Appreciate both of those guys. And the rest of y'all, hey, y'all try to stay warm. And remember, go get your grocery shopping done today or tomorrow because you're not going to want to get out Thursday and Friday.